Today, this is going to be your career and finance reading. So first, we're going to start with some signs and synchronicities, see what comes out. Maybe, if you're seeing repeated numbers, repeated symbolism, just to give you some perspective. Okay, so fifth dimension. So a lot of you guys are getting help on the other side. Capricorn. Some of you guys might be dealing with a Capricorn, might have Capricorn highly aspected in your chart. Capricorn is a earth sign. So you guys might be feeling very rooted and grounded, might be embodying characteristics of a Capricorn when it comes to your, when it comes to your career and finance. Interracial relationship might have came out. So some of you guys, not so much in a romantic aspect, but maybe you are collaborating with people from different backgrounds or different walks of life or different cultures when it comes to your career and finances. And you might be going into partnership with some of these very different people, which may be able to offer you very many different aspects or perspectives. So that's actually a really good thing. You got the Holy Spirit. So yeah, that's going back to this fifth dimension card. So with the Holy Spirit specifically, that's an energy of truth seeking and truth finding, messages from the divine coming directly to you. And this is all regarding your career and finances. Throat chakra. Some of you all have been very vocal. Maybe you do something in communication. So you could be a therapist. You could be a teacher. You could be a singer, a rapper. You could be anything that would require you to use your voice. So heavy on communication. That also goes back, for some reason, I just keep getting that you guys are receiving messages from the divine with this fifth dimension and the Holy Spirit here. So not just you using your voice to give a message, but messages coming to you. Also, I just got something for a select few of you, messages coming to you to deliver to other people. So not so much like, like say you're a therapist and someone sits down in your chair, and normally you would give them some kind of synopsis that has to do everything to do with your education. In some instances, as of lately or in the near future, people will come to you, and instead of giving them some by the book answer, the Holy Spirit or the divine or your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors, they will specifically give you a message to give to that person in their time of need to help them through their dark time. Divine protection. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. Divine protection. So, because you have been kind of marked right now and are in a position to deliver messages from the other side, there is a level of vulnerability that comes along with that. And Spirit wants you to know that you are protected. Sometimes, because this this look, I'm not gonna lie to you, this looks like a little bit of empath work here, where my empaths are being put to work, literally. And sometimes with being an empath, there is an energetic exchange that takes place. And when we come in contact with someone that is severely depressed or severely anxious or very moody, or just there's so many different things that could be going on with a person, that energy has a tend to rub off. For my empaths, that message is for you. So if and spirit wants you to know that when you go to give these people these messages that the Most High has for you to give to them, your spirit team wants you to know that you are divinely protected. You don't have to have a level of, what's the word that I want to use, like apprehension. You don't have to be apprehensive or scared or standoffish when dealing with these people, because spirit is going to protect you and put an armor around you so that you can deliver these messages without having to necessarily deal with the like, think about like back when we had COVID going on. Even though the masks weren't a one-stop solution. You know what I'm saying? If someone had COVID, they did have to quarantine. The mask couldn't protect you from everything. At the end of the day, the doctors still wore a mask. Spirit wants you to know that you have a veil over you, a mask over you, an armor over you, protecting you from whatever negative energies you might come in contact with while you are delivering the messages that are given to you to give. Running, ghosting, disappearing, invisible. So there might be some situation that you feel like you have to run from. And whatever this thing is that you're running from or feel the need to disappear from, it is affecting your career and finance. There's also some kind of relationship that is affecting your career and finances. Also, though, that's just for some of you. For others of you, this only you card, there is a position or a job or, you know, just someplace, somewhere that has a void that only you can fill. Only you. There might be other candidates and they might be qualified, but none of them are as qualified as you. And so someone might be telling you that. You might be out looking for a job, and when you go on your interview, they tell you that, like, you're perfect for this. We want you. You don't even have to wait for them to call you back. You don't have to go through the second interview or any of that. They're just that enamored with you that they let you know right off the bat that they want you for that position. Nourish, self-growth, self-focus, and soul finding. Also, back to this only you card, some of you will have talents or gifts, and some of you feel like, well, there's so many other people doing this same exact thing that I'm doing, and the Most High wants you to know that while you all could be doing the same thing, nobody's going to do it like you. And that's what makes you significant. That's why your presence is needed. Spying, longing. Okay, so some of you guys are online looking for new positions. Maybe you guys are looking for work from home positions. Maybe you guys are just looking for job postings. Maybe you guys are trying to build a social platform or a social following. And then you got longing, craving, aching, wanting. So there is something that you desire as far as your career goes that is not yet in your reach. And you might have gotten a taste of what it feels like to be successful in this specific thing that you're trying to attain. And so you're trying to find out how you can have long-term success instead of fly-by-night success. Bitterness. Interesting. That came out in Gemini's reading. Some of you guys might be collaborating with a Gemini. For some of you, a Gemini might give you an opportunity. Bitterness, resentment, anger, and hurtful words. So for some of you all, you are working a job that you don't feel fulfills you, basically. But not just that, the energy I'm getting off of this card is that you don't think you can do any better, and that's why you're bitter. You feel like you're stuck at your job, and you've kind of resigned yourself to being whatever it is that you are instead of reaching for what you feel like you can have. Yeah, with lusting here, you feel like the things that you want are forbidden to you, like they're not actually in your reach. So the only thing you can do is fantasize about them. That's the best you can, you feel like that's the best you'll arrive at. It's just it being a fantasy, a nice thought. I'm going to pull one more and then we're going to move on to the career oracles. Breaking point. Okay, so regardless of the fact that you guys feel stuck, you're still going to reach your breaking point. You're still going to come to a point where you decide, I can do better than this. I can, me being unhappy every day, that's got to change. I will no longer accept that for myself. So with the career and finance oracle, let's see what comes out. Let me adjust this. Okay. Trying to see. So y'all can see this part and this part. Okay, cool. So with the career and finance, Spirit, what career and finance messages do you have for my Aquariuses? Wish come true. Your wish is being granted, but it may not come in the way you expected. No worries. It's just what you need. Okay, so ain't no reason to be bitter. Do you hear me? Ain't no reason to be bitter. Frozen. There may be a hiring freeze or no new work now. Be aloof. Being aloof can leave you out in the cold. A warm follow-up gets you in the door. So there's something that you want, that you're looking for when it comes to your stability in general. Maybe, you know, this could be about a place that you're trying to get. Or this could be about a resume that you sent and you didn't hear anything back. If you call back and just remind them of you, maybe that's all it takes. And then freedom. You need to have more flexibility with your schedule and income. Being self employed is ideal. Time off will help you get clear. So, for some of you all, you are working a 9 to 5 and it is tying you up mentally, emotionally, and definitely spiritually. Um, and I'm not saying that this is what you should do, but the card is saying that maybe you need to take a couple days off. Now, if you cannot afford to take a couple days off, then I get it. Ashe. Spend time over the weekend meditating and praying about it. Really soul search when you got some time to yourself. But definitely, Spirit wants you to acknowledge that you need to kind of isolate yourself for a second so that you can really dig deep and get clear on what it is you want and how it is you want to go about getting what you want. And also, another message I just got, some of you all um do want to be self-employed. Some of you all do want to be your own boss. Being your own boss is not for everybody, and I get that. But for some of you guys, that is your final destination. That is your point of achievement. And you can build and take the little bit of time that you do have off from work to build the stability that is required for you to become self-employed. Then you got guidance. Divine forces are showing you the way to go. You are discovering another piece of your destiny and your purpose in life. So, when we were doing the signs and synchronicities, the fifth dimension, the Holy Spirit, divine protection, throat chakra, these were all cards that kept telling me that you've got help on the other side. You know what I'm saying? And this is just confirmation, basically. And it would benefit you to reach out to the other side and ask for guidance because they're already giving it. And asking for it would just make it so that you are more aware of it. Apparently, they've been sending you signs and synchronicities and symbols all along. You've just been missing them. You've just been missing them, that's all. More career and finance. Gestures. You may be asked to help someone out, or you may need a hand. Give deserved praise to others, and you will receive recognition too. Okay. So we're going to move on to the tarot now and clarify the cards that we have on the table. Okay, Spirit. So give us more clarity on that fifth dimension card. Why did I pull this deck out? I have no idea why I pulled that deck out. Let me grab the right deck. Clarity, Spirit, why the fifth dimension card? What are you trying to tell Aquarius right now about their career and finance? What are you trying to tell them, Spirit, about career and finance? What messages are trying to come through from the other side? The Seven of Pentacles. Okay, there's something that you are putting effort into that is not going to yield you the kind of fruit that you want. You're going to get some fruit. I remember when I was a little girl, and in the springtime in school, we would plant seeds, and we had this big box. I can't even. I feel like it must have been elementary school. We had this big box of just seeds, and we would go in there and we would just grab seeds, and they weren't marked because they were just. I can't even really remember how to even explain it, but you didn't know what your seed was until it started growing, and that's that's what I'm getting off of this. That you're not growing what you think you're growing. And it's certainly not what you want to grow. So you need to get clear on what it is what kind of fruit you would like to bear, what kind of fruit you would like to see yielded from your hard work. What other messages are trying to come through from the other side? The Four of Wands. That you are going to, once you get clear on your goals, once you get clear on your direction, you will make it to the promised land. See, the Four of Wands actually is an 1111 card because of the way the sticks are supposedly set up. You see that? I don't know if you guys can see that. 11, 11, the way the sticks are set up. Also, the Four of Wands is supposed to represent fortune after difficulty. This means that it is by grand design that you feel bitter. It is by grand design that you feel like you're at a breaking point. It is by grand design that you're lusting after this thing. All of these different energies, they're playing a part in the overall journey of the thing that you are about to achieve. The difficulty, the difficulty kind of matters. It matters. When you go to the gym, right? If you're going to lift 5-pound weights the whole time, that kind of determines what kind of muscles you're going to have. If you go in there and you choose something more difficult, then you're going to have results that represent difficult. You get what I'm saying? Or you're going to have results that represent ease. And your difficulty right now is shaping and molding that thing that you're getting ready to accomplish. And so, even though you feel bitter right now, that bitterness is necessary, right? I don't know, if you guys go to the gym or if you work out, but physical exertion is the easiest thing that I can think of right now to help illustrate what I'm trying to say. It might be uncomfortable, but it's meant to be uncomfortable. What's only you? That came out fast. The Queen of Pentacles reversed. The Three of Swords reversed. Okay, so you're healing from something. You're healing from the idea that you're not good enough. Okay? So Spirit is telling you only you, because that's a message that apparently you need to hear. You genuinely think that, well, Becky, Susie, and Tommy are doing it, so what does it matter if I do it? I'm just saying. That's kind of what's happening right now. And Spirit is like, well, only you can do what I need you to do. Well, I'm just doing the same thing that Susie, Becky, and Tommy is doing. So, I mean, you letting Susie, Becky, and Tommy do my special thing. And Spirit is like, yeah, but I gave you a special trick. And you don't feel that way. You don't feel that way. You feel like I'm just like Susie, Becky, Tommy. And what does it matter if I do it? What is spying? Why is spying here, Spirit? Okay. Why is spying here, Spirit? Page of Pentacles, Page of Swords. Ooh, I like that. Okay, wait. So some of y'all, you getting serious though. Even though you bitter, you getting serious. It's almost like your bitterness is pushing you. See what I'm saying? It's like your bitterness is pushing you into saying, well, I'm gonna find out this way to do this or that way to do that. With the Page of Swords, the Page of Swords is another card of spying. The Page of Swords is curious. He wants to know all the information about the thing, and the thing, and the thing that's got to do with the other thing. And then the Page of Pentacles is a messenger. The Page of Pentacles is like, say, with the spying and the Page of Swords, you were online looking to see who was hiring and filling out as many applications as you can. Well, then the Page of Pentacles comes in with a phone call because they saw your resume and they liked what they seen, and now they want to offer you something, or at least an interview. Because remember, the Page is very young energy. So this is like the beginning stages of something. At the end of the day, it's a new beginning. What advice do you have here for my Aquariuses? Ooh, wow. Wow. The Two of Cups and the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, so first of all, you're not just being stagnant here with the no movement, with the Knight of Swords reversed. I'm getting you're backtracking. 1 minute it's like you doing a tug of war thing inside of your head. 1 minute you over here, 1 minute you over there. 1 minute you want to go for it, the next minute you investing in that thing that you know doesn't bring you happiness. Then you've got the 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. First of all, there's going to be some kind of partnership when you finally decide to put down your bitterness, when you finally decide to step into your divine purpose. There is going to be a perfect partnership, either with you in a job or you and some person with a collaboration, something. Once you decide to step into your divine energy, there is a divine partnership that is coming towards you regarding your career and finances, and it's going to bring you ultimate happiness. That is your advice. That is your advice. To get serious. What's the overall outcome? So a lot of you guys, I feel like you are trying to protect yourself. That's why that divine protection came out for some of you all. My other message for the divine protection still stands. There's another message coming out on this. For some of you all, you are not moving forward on this because you ultimately feel like you're going to get your feelings hurt. You're going to fail and you're not going to succeed. And you're just trying to protect your heart, your ego, whatever, from being bruised, from trying and getting knocked down on your face. And Spirit wants you to know that you're protected. You don't have to do that. Because sometimes the difficulty is necessary. It's all working together for your good. So while you think that this is an L, this is all a part of the divine plan. Then you got the 7 of Cups reversed. The 7 of Cups is a card of clarity. It's getting clear. So ultimately, once you sit down, some of you all are going to do some altar work. I just seen that. Some energy work. But once you sit down and you get clear about what it is you want, how you want it, how you plan to get it, and when you're going to execute the plan, step by step, everything is going to become clear. Okay, Aquarius, so that was your career and finance reading. I hope that reading helped. And yeah, like, share, subscribe. It helps the channel. And I will see you guys on the next one.